Hey everybody, what's up with it? This your boy Slim P back in the game right quick. I just want to say a few things. I want to talk about drugs. Let's talk about drugs. A lot of us has experienced a lot of drug using, drug selling, just drugs, right? But the cold part about it is we get in trouble for it. You get caught with some drugs, you're going to jail. Years out of your life. If you get high or for something you like doing to yourself, you get in trouble for it. But now, look at the legal drug dealers. Them cats that wear them white aprons and all that kind of stuff there, and bottle it up and pills and all that. They selling drugs. You have to buy them. They selling drugs. But it's cool for them to sell drugs. They can give you something that you might not like the way it feels. But it's okay because they gave it to you. Why you can't give yourself something to get high off of that you like? You get in trouble for it. I'm tired of getting in trouble for a lot of things. Because how can a grown man or grown woman get in trouble by another grown man or woman? You see how that go? The system try to play God. Okay, here's a prime example. We take Jesus is our attorney. He defends us. He have our back. He keep us. Satan is the district attorney, the DA. He trying to send us to hell, prosecute. That's the devil, prosecuting the DA. Okay. Now here we got the judge that's playing God. He judged us. And he have access into disposing of our life, our body. Lock it up, beat it, whatever he wants. See, the system try to play God. So we have Jesus is our attorney, the judge is God, and the DA is Satan. You see how they try to match up with God up there? You can't do it, man. They can't do it. And we get in trouble. How you gonna get into trouble, man? You's a grown man, a grown woman. How you gonna get in trouble with another human being? It's crazy. So, I'm gonna change the subject now. Just give you something to marinate and meditate to. Because I'm spitting raw game this morning. Okay, now, what about controlling? You know, here's a form of control from the system. Here's a form of it. Okay. Some blocks is almost a mile long. I mean, almost a mile long. Some blocks, or half a mile, at least a half a mile, no, with no exaggeration. Long blocks. They expect for you live in the middle of the block. They expect for you to walk to all the way to one of them corners to cross the street at a light. If you don't, and you get caught crossing in the middle of the street, you get in trouble. You see that? You get in trouble. You're a grown man or a grown woman, but you're going to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? How you going to get in trouble? How is you going to get in trouble? The only trouble that you can get in is with God. It's with God. Now, I'm going to say something, and I'm not saying something to offend nobody. But a lot of people, personality and character was really good when they was on drugs. Drugs, alcohol, pills, whatever you want to call it. When they was indulging in those activities of drugs, they were better people than they are today. Towards other people. Not for their own living being. It might have bettered their life. but their attitude and their character towards others is real bad. Could it be they miss getting high? Let's think about that. Let's think about that for a minute. Could it be because they getting high? They not getting high no more? Or could it be that's just the real them? But you see how that world, right? That rolls like that. So, I don't know what's going on with folks. But I'll tell you this. We need to rejuvenate our life and reroute it. Because the way that we're going now, we're heading for self-destruction. Okay, now, I want to change another subject. I'm going to change something else. Cheating. People that's together and they cheating on each other and all that kind of stuff there. Now, it's not that they don't love one another. They love one another, but they just want to do things with other people. Because a woman could love you, or a man could love you, but they still want to mess with someone else from time to time. They call that cheating. Ain't no need to cheat. Be by yourself. You can avoid all that. But everybody somehow wants somebody sometime. Okay, marinate that. Now let's change the subject again. Politics. I don't know nothing about politics. All I know is there was a man. And this particular man took and tried to build a wall. And this man tried to stop other people from coming over into this country by building this wall. This man is also a murderer. I feel that he's a murderer because he announced that this virus that's killing everybody was a hoax. I mean, it didn't exist. That's what that means. So I think he should be charged for everybody that lost their life over this hoax. The man done did so much dirt that it can't even be buried. Now, this man that I'm talking about, y'all know who he's talking about. I ain't got to say his name, and I'm not going to say his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. He refused to give up his taxes. This man refused to do a whole lot of stuff. And the crew that intercepted the Ebola that was trying to get at us, he fired them. Because he said that this thing that's killing us now was a hoax. Wasn't no hoax. He knew what he was doing. He's prejudiced. He's a very prejudiced man. This man need to be incarcerated. Let me say it one more again. He need to be incarcerated when the time comes. Because if you look at the hustlers from the streets, I'm talking about real hustlers from the streets, they get caught with, half ounce of crack, or a half ounce of this, or a half ounce of that. You know what? They're going to do about 3 years, at least 16 months. They're going to get some time for it. And they ain't did no killing. They ain't did no nothing to harm nobody. All they was is a salesman making their little change. That's it. And they get that many years out of their life, or that many months out of their life. This man kills countries, then raped people. Look what he did to these little innocent children. He took 2,000 children away from their parents and sent their parents back to where they came from, kept the children over here and put them in cages. That's what this man did. He put them in cages. And when this man put them in cages, you know it was girls and boys, and they was molesting these children. I believe that. They took these children from their parents. You know, a few years ago, we got that man out of office, but he's still running around here doing more dirt. So what does this man really have on the system? Because they protect him, and they know he's wrong. They know he's wrong. What do he have over the other leaders of this country? It got to be something. It got to be something. Because if that was a man of dark skin, they'd have been got rid of him if they didn't lynch him first. He'd have been out of there. Marinate that. Marinate that. We need help. And the help we need can't come from nobody but God. Now, I'm going to say a few things about God right quick. Y'all that don't believe in God, when you can explain to me who put them stars up there and what them stars hanging on and what's the texture of them stars, what they feel like, or you can tell me, what does the sun feel like? Is it really hot, or is it something else? You remember back in the days, I say 10 years ago or less, they used to shoot these airplanes, used to fly around up in the air and everything, and white smoke used to come out the tailpipe of these airplanes. And when the white smoke had come out these tailpipes, later on that day, what happened? That smoke looked like a cloud. But it ain't a cloud. It's something came out the tailpipe of an airplane. And then a few days later, everybody has the same cough. But nobody had a cold. Everybody was coughing. Coughing, coughing, coughing. What was in the tailpipe of that plane? We've been exterminated, y'all, whether you believe it or not. And nobody has to believe nothing I say. I don't even care. And the reason why I say I don't care is because I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. So who am I to believe? I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. And you do what you want to do with them. But I tell you what, I'm spitting real game. I'm spitting real game. You know what they're doing? They put needles in kids' arms to make them live and survive this virus thing. Now, kids, no, let me take that back. Children, the ages that they injecting this stuff in, their organs ain't even fully developed. They still growing. Their lungs are still developing. You know, their heart rate, all their organs are growing stronger, but they're growing stronger with this shot that they're getting. Ain't that something? Some people think that it's good. If I had a choice, I wouldn't do my child like that. I wouldn't. If my child catch the virus and pass away, that was in God's plan. That's what people need to understand. Can't nobody save Nobody. Can't no medication save nobody. God can save. Nobody can save nobody. They have trying to they are trying to vaccinate the whole entire world. And each time they come with something, they're gonna give you a shot. See, this is what they're not telling you. Once you start taking them shots, you're gonna have to take them things for the rest of your life. Because your body gonna be immune to it. It done took over your organs and all your inside. It done took over all that. But I'm gonna change the subject. Just marinate what I said though. Okay, now let's talk about some happiness. You remember when we used to have barbecues and go to clubs and parties and hug each other, shake hands and dap and all that? Those was good old happy days. Now, they got people acting like they don't even know each other. People that was raised up together, they don't even know each other. That's how they got it. They got people that they don't know each other. You know, you can go to your a good friend of yours' house and knock on the door. They're gonna greet you at the window. They ain't finna let you in their house. Ain't that sad? They ain't finna let you. You not coming in here. I don't know what you got. We're treating each other like we are germs. And I'm tired of it. I'm going to live until the Father say, Slim, it's time to come home. And that's not just with me. That's with each individual. I don't care what kind of protection the earth tell you. It doesn't matter. It's all about God. I done experienced a lot of things with God. I know He's for real. He ain't got to do nothing else to prove Himself to me. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all had encounters with Him. And you know He real. But you run to man for help. Hey, marinate that for a minute. Now I'm going to change the subject. They are putting stuff in our food. They've been doing it. But now it's more so now. Do you know that red meat, that carbon, what they call it, carbon dioxide or something like that? I have a speech problem, so just bypass that. Figure out what I'm trying to say. That carbon stuff that come out the tailpipe, they inject that in steaks and pork chops and the red meat that we eat to keep it red. They keep it red like that. So look what we eat, carbon dioxide. You know, sometimes I trip off of eating meat because that's similar to cannibalism. Because I'm eating something, or should I say we're eating something that has the same thing we have. 2 eyes, a nose, 2 ears, organs, private parts. They have the same thing we got. And we eat them. That's cannibalism. That's what it is. That's called cannibalism. We're cannibals. Why? Because the man said it's cool. I'm going to take a break. I'll get back with you.